Welcome. Welcome to today's special episode of Wisdom Talk Radio. This is where we explore the depths of conscious living and how to live an expanded life. Join us to be inspired, encouraged, transformed, and to tap into a deeper sense of joy and of possibility. And by the way, I am Laurie Seymour, host of Wisdom Talk Radio and CEO and founder of the Baca Institute. That's the home of the quantum connection process. You can go to the Baca Institute to take the Quantum Connection quiz and to discover your own unique archetype. In other words, how you connect from a blueprint perspective with the universe, with Source. Because discovering that really helps you hone in on what are my strengths? What are the things that I need to learn? What are the superpowers that I have? What are my own natural abilities? And discovering all of that will take you deeper and deeper into your unique connection with Source and how you use that to create the life you want. So today I'm going to be talking about no space for remembering. Psychology was my chosen field of study and then my first work in the world. I say it was a choice, but there was really no feeling of choosing one thing over another. It simply had the most potential for reconnection with parts of myself that felt lost to me. And it did in its way. But what was missing in that world was love. Psychology could not bring me back to that feeling of connection because that connection had always been a fundamental part of who I am. It never had left me. I had left it in forgetting. Psychology, however, didn't have a place for remembering. I suppose the spiritual path is a way to find it, but this often doesn't work very well either. For many people, the spiritual takes them out of themselves with a belief that God is out there and that if they obey all of the rules, they will be loved. If they meditate or pray long enough and in the right way, they'll be blessed. I already knew how to follow the rules. This isn't the essence of life. Rules and regulations and shoulds and ought tos, I didn't need more of that. It didn't give me the love I craved. Yet the path of your personal journey through life is to claim what you had willingly, even if unknowingly, turned away from. And how, if you are a radical explorer and ready to open to the greater mysteries of life, you can receive this remembrance of your connection for all time. This was Beverly's experience in one of the meditation sessions I held. She came to it feeling mired in self-doubt and concern. As she sat in the energy of what was spoken and shared, and then in the silent space of meditation, she was able to drop her concern and settle into herself. She felt love and she felt loved. Her face glowed afterwards when she shared what she was experiencing. Is that spiritual or is it something different? Confusion enters as soon as you call out something as being spiritual, because in fact, you create separation. This is spiritual and that isn't. How do you determine that? Who is the arbiter? Which brings me to people's longing to experience bliss, believing that to be the height of spirituality. What are people looking for when they say they want to feel bliss? At the start of their journey, many people want relief from whatever they feel caught in. They imagine that bliss is the place to go to not feel discomfort. Perhaps it is. It's just not the place to stay if you wish to be engaged in life. To be in a state of bliss implies a singular state of undifferentiation. It is unbounded, which means that being in a state of bliss isn't actionable. And what I mean by that is you cannot take action from a state of bliss. You cannot initiate action from a state of bliss. As you can imagine, this creates all sorts of issues in everyday life. How do you pick up the kids from school, conduct a team meeting, or figure out your budget? The answer is to bring connectedness into everyday life. If you want to create and manifest with it, The experience of remembering must be alive in you. The experience beyond separation that allows us to live in the world in our full capacity requires embodiment. The vibration of love is physical. It is felt in the body. It is neither mental nor emotional, although those are a part of it because we are not separate from those aspects of ourselves. The body is in the soul. The soul is not in the body. Those are words from Hildegard of Bingen, an incredible composer, healer, divine spiritual being that she wrote in her book of divine works. And as my friend Nancy Swisher says, the dynamic spiritual energy flows through us. Do we leave our body to tune into this infinite energy? No, we do not. We don't bypass the physical in order to access the spiritual. Just breathe that in for a moment. Let it settle. Listen again if you'd like. I hope if you haven't already that you will go and find your own copy of Unconditional Remembrance wherever you get your books. If you call your local bookstore and they don't have it, ask them to order it. Get it from Amazon, all the online places it's also available. And until next time, remember that your own connection to Source is what changes your life. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us here at Wisdom Talk Radio. We wish you well in your conscious explorations. For more information and to join in the conversation, our website is wisdomtalkradio.com or at Wisdom Talk Radio on Facebook.